What up? I just finished a run and decided to sit here, watch the sunset, and check it out. Figured I would come over here and talk about something that I really just kind of want to say to myself. Um, I go through every day, like, I don't want to say struggling, but I definitely have days where I feel like I'm just kind of going through the motions. Um, and it's not like it's not productive or anything. I mean, some days are productive, some days aren't. Um, but definitely, I don't know. I feel like right now I just going through each day, and I'm doing a lot, but it's like I'm not seeing results, or things aren't getting done, or there's too much. And I think right now is kind of a crazy time for a lot of people, where you're trying to do everything, and I think I have a huge I have huge complications with that, where I want to do so many things. And I was talking to a few friends today, and some family members about just certain things, little conversations here or there. And I think the common theme with what I was talking about was, you know the common theme was just focusing on one thing. And I think that's a huge thing that you got to kind of cross, is each day, you're out here trying to run your business, or you're trying to work, or you got your kids, and you got your wife or your significant other, or whoever. And there's always something to do, and there's always someone to talk to, and there's always, but if you focus in on, those are things that you got to do. But if you're trying to focus on like that one goal for yourself, I decided that I wanted to be healthier, and that I wanted to get back in shape. And but you can't get back in shape and start a new business, or run a new thing, or take classes, or you can't do it all at once. Today, I just said, what, there's things that I have to do. Boom, go get those things done. Obligations that I have to other people, get those done. And then, at some point during the day, you just need to get a workout in, whether that's running, lifting, whatever it is. You just got to get it done. And I think the overall message here is the focus on that one thing. I want to say I have the little ADHD, but it's hard to focus on one thing these days. There's so much stimulus out there, and so much distraction, that you're like, oh, I could do that, or I could do this. Especially for someone like me that works for themselves, I feel like I can do everything. So, I think that you really should, if you're a person that's listening to this, I think that you really should focus on that one thing. If you are in this year, like, this 2026 is my year, complete that one thing that you set out to do. So if your New Year's resolution was, I want to lose 30 pounds, or I want to do this and that, I think you need, here's your mid-year check. Basically is like you're 5 months in, and where you at, you know what I mean? So, I think that focusing on one thing, focus on that one thing, focus on that one task, and just make, when you have that free time for yourself, you go and you focus in on that. Focus on that one task that you have. And it's going to make your days, instead of feeling hectic, like, man, I'm doing a whole lot and nothing's happening, it's going to make your days feel like, okay, I did a lot of stuff, but I did that one thing that I needed to do to accomplish my goal. So I tell you, in the past couple weeks, I've been tracking my weight pretty much every day. I've skipped a few days here and there, but I said, I'm gonna track my weight and try to take some progress photos. And I'm down 10 pounds in the last 2 weeks, just about. And I started at like 240, 243. I'm down to like 230 point something. and it's great, you know. I think being sick a couple days kind of helped that out a little bit, but um, you know, I feel the difference because I've tried to like run a couple times a week and get a lift in, you know, and not overwhelm myself with it, you know. So I do my daily work, try to be mindful of what I'm putting in my mouth, pause, and you know, make sure I'm eating right and doing the things I need to do. So, you know, if you run across this video and it can help you, you know, I hope that this is a reminder. Say, dude, you know, you're 5 months in. You're 5 months in, and you know, you're almost halfway through, and have you gotten half progress yet? You know, and if you haven't, then you know, this is your reminder to kick it back in. You know, so I hope this video finds you well, and you know, I guess one of my other goals was I wanted to post a little more. So this was my opportunity after my run to kind of sit down and just talk and just say what I was feeling. So hopefully this helps somebody, and if it does, great. And if you hear it and you're like, dang, that dude's right, yo, just kick it in. You got time, you know, you got 6 more months left to complete that goal, 7 more months. Just go ahead and lock in now, you know. You know, what they say, you know, there's no better time than right now. If you didn't do it before, there's no better time to start than right now. So just get it done. All right. Appreciate you listening, and I will catch you maybe later.